The market exposes every weakness hiding inside you. That's why professional traders follow rules that have nothing to do with indicators and everything to do with controlling psychological torture. In this video, we're going deep into the 5 rules professional traders use to survive the emotional darkness of trading, and especially rule number 5 is the one most traders ignore. And once you understand it, you'll never look at trading psychology the same way again. Rule 1. Professional traders accept pain early. Most beginners avoid pain. Professionals accept it immediately. This is the first psychological difference between gamblers and traders. A beginner enters a trade emotionally attached. The moment price goes against them, their mind starts negotiating. Maybe it will come back. Let me give it more space. It's only temporary. This setup still looks good. But the truth is, they are not protecting the trade. They are protecting their ego. Because closing a losing trade feels like admitting failure. And the human brain hates feeling wrong. So instead of taking a small controlled loss, they hold. Then hope appears. Then denial. Then fear. Then panic. Then emotional paralysis, until one small loss becomes catastrophic damage. Professional traders understand something painful. Small pain prevents large suffering. That's why they cut losses quickly, not because they enjoy losing, but because they understand psychological infection. A small emotional wound heals. A massive emotional wound changes behavior. One revenge trading session can destroy months of discipline. One oversized loss can traumatize your decision-making for weeks, and many traders never recover mentally after blowing accounts. The market leaves psychological scars. That's why professionals respect emotional damage more than financial damage, because money can return, but destroyed confidence is harder to rebuild. Imagine touching a hot stove. A smart person removes their hand immediately, but most traders do the opposite. They hold the burning trade longer, hoping the pain disappears. And the longer they hold, the more emotional damage spreads. Professional traders train themselves to become comfortable with controlled pain. Because trading is not about avoiding pain. It's about choosing the right type of pain. There are only 2 options: the pain of discipline or the pain of destruction, and one of them lasts much longer. Rule 2. Professional traders never trade to escape emotions. This is where most traders secretly destroy themselves. They don't trade because they see opportunity. They trade because they want emotional relief. That's dangerous, because emotional trading feels logical while it's happening. After a losing streak, your mind becomes emotionally uncomfortable. You feel pressure, frustration, self-doubt, and deep inside, you want one winning trade to remove the pain, so you force setups, you increase lot sizes, you start entering impulsively. Not because the setup is good, but because emotionally you need relief. This is how revenge trading begins. And revenge trading is not about money, it's emotional addiction. The brain becomes obsessed with recovering emotional control. That's why traders keep clicking even after multiple losses. They're no longer trading the market. They're fighting their emotions. Professionals understand something most beginners never realize. The market is not responsible for fixing your emotional state. If you trade while emotionally unstable, the market becomes your emotional weapon against yourself. That's why professionals stop trading when emotions become intense. They step away. They reset mentally, because they know emotional desperation destroys objectivity. Think about arguments in real life. When someone is angry, they say things they later regret. Trading works the same way. Emotional intensity lowers decision quality, yet most traders continue trading exactly when emotions are strongest, and the market punishes emotional urgency brutally. Professionals understand that the best trade is often no trade. That takes maturity, Because sometimes discipline looks boring. No excitement, no dopamine, no emotional stimulation, just patience. But patience protects survival. And survival is the first goal of professional trading. Because if your psychology collapses, your strategy becomes useless. Rule 3. Professional traders detach their self-worth from results. This rule changes everything. Most traders think losing means they are failures. That belief becomes psychological poison. A losing trade ruins their mood. A losing week destroys confidence. A losing month creates identity crisis. Because emotionally, they connected their value as a person to trading outcomes. That's dangerous because trading contains randomness. Even elite traders lose regularly, but beginners interpret losses personally, and once trading becomes personal, objectivity disappears. Now every loss feels like humiliation. Every mistake feels embarrassing. Every drawdown feels like proof they are incapable. This creates emotional instability, and emotional instability creates inconsistent decisions. Professional traders understand this deeply. A losing trade does not define intelligence. A winning trade does not prove superiority. One trade means almost nothing. It's simply probability unfolding. Professionals judge themselves by process, not outcomes, because outcomes can lie temporarily. A bad trade can win, a good trade can lose. That's why emotional attachment to outcomes creates confusion. Professionals focus on execution quality. Did I follow my rules? Did I manage risk correctly? Did I stay disciplined? That's the real measurement, not whether the trade won or lost. This mindset removes emotional chaos because now losses become information, not identity attacks. Think about athletes. One missed shot doesn't end a career. One bad game doesn't destroy self-worth. But traders often emotionally collapse after one bad session. That emotional fragility becomes a hidden enemy. Professionals build emotional neutrality, not emotional excitement, because excitement creates attachment, and attachment creates suffering. That's why many professional traders appear calm. It's not because they don't care. It's because they stopped emotionally worshiping outcomes. And that emotional detachment protects their mind from torture. Rule number 4. Professional traders respect boredom. This is one of the darkest truths in trading. Real trading is boring. But social media lied to you. Most online trading content looks exciting. Fast profits, luxury lifestyles, constant action, endless dopamine. But professional trading often feels repetitive and emotionally empty, and most traders cannot handle that boredom. So they create unnecessary action. Overtrading is often a boredom problem disguised as ambition, because silence feels uncomfortable. Waiting feels uncomfortable. No setup feels uncomfortable. The brain wants stimulation, so traders manufacture trades just to feel engaged. And this is where accounts slowly die. Professionals understand that boredom is part of the job. Just like security guards experience long, quiet hours, just like fishermen wait patiently, just like snipers wait for one perfect moment. Professional traders wait without emotional frustration. That's rare because modern humans are addicted to stimulation. Phones, notifications, entertainment, instant rewards. Trading punishes that mindset brutally because the market rewards patience more than activity, and patience feels emotionally painful to impatient people. Many traders would rather lose money than feel bored. That's the scary truth, because boredom creates emotional discomfort, and emotional discomfort pushes impulsive decisions. Professionals train themselves to become comfortable doing nothing. That's psychological strength. Imagine a lion hunting. The lion does not attack every movement in the grass. It waits, observes, calculates, then attacks selectively. But beginners trade like emotionally hungry animals, chasing everything, and eventually exhaustion destroys them. Professionals protect mental energy carefully because emotional energy is limited. Overtrading drains emotional stability. Then decision quality collapses. Then discipline disappears. Then destruction begins quietly. That's why professional traders respect boredom, because boredom is often the environment where discipline survives. Rule 5. Professional traders build identity through consistency. Most traders chase money. Professionals build identity. That's the difference. Beginners focus on, how much can I make? Professionals focus on, who am I becoming? Because consistency is not just a trading skill. It's an identity, and identity controls behavior. If you identify as an impulsive trader, your actions will follow that identity. If you identify as emotionally unstable, your behavior reflects it. But professionals intentionally build a disciplined identity. They repeat behaviors consistently until discipline becomes natural, not forced. This matters because motivation disappears quickly, especially after losses. That's why relying on motivation fails. Identity survives when emotions collapse. Professionals create routines, risk management habits, journaling habits, emotional review habits. Not because it looks impressive, but because repetition rewires behavior. And slowly, discipline stops feeling painful. It becomes normal. That transformation changes everything psychologically. Because now trading is no longer emotional gambling. It becomes structured decision-making. Professionals also understand something most traders ignore. Your environment shapes your psychology. If you constantly watch emotional trading content, you become emotionally reactive. If you surround yourself with gambling mentality, you slowly normalize recklessness. That's why professionals protect their mental environment carefully. Because psychology is contagious. Fear spreads, greed spreads, panic spreads, discipline also spreads. That's why elite traders often live simple routines, quiet environments, controlled habits, stable schedules. Because emotional stability improves performance, and emotional chaos destroys consistency. Professional traders know this. Success is not built in one massive winning trade. It's built in thousands of disciplined decisions repeated over time. That's what creates long-term survival. And maybe the darkest truth of all is this. The market will keep testing the same emotional weakness until you finally learn the lesson. So if trading currently feels psychologically exhausting, good, because now you're finally seeing the real game. And the moment you stop trying to conquer the market and start conquering yourself, that's when your transformation as a trader truly begins.